Hello, I'm Pascal Swenson, and I'm going to give you feedback on what you wrote for Module 5. The last video was on determiners. This one is on adjectives. Well, first, remember that adjectives should be placed before a noun. In this sentence, then, talk about good numbers. Adjectives are invariable. It means that their form never changes. They're never plural. Here, then, talk about harmful relationships. And let me correct some other mistakes. They don't get to take a step back facing harmful relationships. Nouns can also be used as adjectives, and like them, they're never plural. So then talk about teen behaviors. The beginning is not very clear, so let me change that using an attractive woman was a great idea to observe teen behaviors. That's better. You can also use phrases as adjectives. For example, at risk in an at-risk population, a population that is in danger of suffering from cancer, maybe. It doesn't have the same meaning as the adjective risky. When you talk about a risky situation, it's a situation that is going to cause danger. In this example, then talk about risky practices and risky things, things that are going to be dangerous. What is an adjective used for? Well, it modifies a noun. So make sure you use an adjective when you need it and not an adverb, for example. Here, carefully, that's an adverb. And adverbs should be used with verbs or adjectives. With a noun, you need an adjective like careful. Don't use a noun in this sentence. Responsibility, that's a noun, and you need an adjective. They are less responsible. There are other problems with the sentence. Talk about having fewer obligations instead. So spelling mistake, so it's teenagers, and they take more risks than adults. You also need to know what prepositions are used with prepositional adjectives. For example, you should say dependent on, angry at, good at, and responsible for. Other problems with the sentence, so have a look at what I'm writing. Instead of he has more confidence in him, he has more self-confidence. Be careful of false friends. Important. That has nothing to do with size. So here you need to say a big risk taker. Use important when talking about a subject, an important subject. Make sure you use a capital I. The repercussions of every act. After every, the noun should be singular. And here, why don't you use responsible for? Quite reasoned. Well, it's better to say that you're quite reasonable, quite sensible. Use reasoned when talking about a decision, a reasoned decision. Yes. Damage, it has nothing to do with too bad or regrettable. And then you follow a course. Finally, if you don't want to make spelling mistakes, use the spell checking program of your software. Enthusiastic, no O. Thank you for your attention, and that's all for this last module.